Hi guys, this is Sam from Fluid Social, and today I want to teach you what to message when a girl says she's not ready to date. Now, I know I've certainly had this situation come up a lot in my life, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. You maybe go out, you meet a really nice girl, you get her phone number, you send her a message, and she says, I'm not really in the right headspace. I don't feel ready to date. I don't really want to be dating at the moment. She says something along those lines. Now, a lot of the times what I used to do is I'd try and persuade her that no, it's going to be fun, right? You should come on a date with me. And I see so many clients doing this as well. So today I'm going to teach you exactly how to deal with this issue. And I'm going to give you a 3-step process that's going to make it super simple. This process is essentially based on a guy called Alex Hormozy, who's an amazing online marketer. But what he talks about is the objection, the offer, and the delivery. Now, what he means by that is in any situation, you're going to come across clients, let's say, or women that you meet in the day who have an objection, right? You have to create an offer that surpasses that objection and then deliver on it, right? So let's look at this example. You meet this girl and she says, I'm not ready to date. I'm not in the right headspace to date. Now, what most people would do is try and persuade her. But what you're going to do is say, okay, that's her objection. She doesn't want to date, right? Now look at the subtext of that. Why doesn't she want to date? She says she's not ready. So what that usually means is that she feels like the pressure that she feels from framing this meetup as a date makes her feel uncomfortable. Maybe she's just broken up. Maybe she's feeling a little bit down or a little bit insecure or something else. That means she doesn't want the pressure of a date. She doesn't want to feel like she's consensually meeting up with someone who actively has an interest in her and she has to respond to that interest. It's too much, it's overwhelming. So that's your objection. If she says she's not ready for the date, the objection is, I feel too much pressure. I don't feel comfortable with a date. So your offer has to address that objection. So what could your offer be? Well, let me tell you, and this is what you should respond, right? You should respond something like the following. Hey, yeah, I totally understand. To be honest, I wasn't really looking at it like a date. I didn't really see it as a date. I just think you're interesting and I want to get to know you better, right? Now, by saying this, what you're saying is, that's completely cool. I wasn't actually looking at it like a date either. I just wanted to spend more time with you because I think you're cool. Now, what she feels from that is that the whole frame of date is taken off it and you're just a person that's casually interested in her. There's no pressure on her to show up. There's no pressure of romance or that she has to flirt with you or that she has to do anything at all. You guys could just walk in a park. It's really simple. You just like her and you want to get to know her. So that's the way you address the objection. That's your offer. And now the key is delivery, the third part. Remember, objection, offer, delivery. So the offer always subverts the objection, addresses the objection and gives a way around it. And then the delivery is how you actually deliver on that offer. So with the delivery, it means, okay, well, if she said, yeah, okay, cool, right? If she said, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like you too, right? I find you interesting too. And then you meet up under the pretext of just a second meeting and not necessarily with the date frame around it. Then the way that you deliver that, the way that you actually do that second meeting can't then just completely conform to a date. Now, I'm telling you all of this because this situation turned up with one of my clients recently. He was messaging a girl, he really liked her, they'd organized cocktails in a bar, and then she said, to be honest, I don't think I should come, I'm really not feeling in the dating headspace, I don't feel ready to date. And he said, what shall I respond to this? I don't want to lose this girl, I really like her, how do I get around this? And this is what I told him. I told him to say what I've just told you. And she said, yeah, sure, okay, let's go Tuesday for drinks. Now, what I hadn't explained to my client at that point was about the delivery, right? And so when he went there, he went to a cocktail bar that was quite loud and busy with other people. And she said immediately when she got there, she was like, this is overwhelming. I don't feel comfortable here. So he said, okay, well, let's go somewhere else. As they walked outside, she walked past a pret-a-manger and said, how about in here, right? Because again, he had told her, he'd given the offer that it wasn't a date and then taken her to a bar. She was overwhelmed. She wanted to go to a pret, which is more of a second meeting place. And he said, we could, but there's a really nice bar over there on top of the casino. And she said, I don't really want to go to a casino bar. I'd rather go there. And he said, well, it's not a busy bar. It's just, it's a nice one. It's quite quiet. And she said, and this is painful, but she said, I'm going to go home. This isn't working, right? My client was devastated and very confused. He was like, why did it matter if we go to Pret or a quiet bar? I don't see how that was enough for her to just walk away. And what I tried to explain to him and what he now understands is that it wasn't the fact that he wanted to go to a bar and she wanted to go to a Pret. It's the fact that he didn't understand in that moment that she felt pressure and she needed to feel the alleviation of the pressure that she initially said was the reason why she didn't want to date, right? She said, I don't feel ready to date. So what he needs to do in that situation is take all of the pressure off her and just say, yeah, sure, let's go to Pret, right? Maybe get a couple of the little ginger shots and say, look, we can still have shots. Make it an adventure, make it fun, make it easy. Take away that frame of it has to be a romantic date or the two of you are waiting for a moment to kiss or to hook up, and just treat it like you're hanging out. You're just meeting up with one another. But he didn't understand that part. So I think this is so important for you guys to realize that if a girl says she's not ready to date, usually what that means is that she feels too much pressure. So that is her objection. I don't want to feel this pressure. I don't want to go on a date. I don't like all of the connotations that it holds. You create your offer, which is essentially subverting the objection of her feeling too much pressure, taking all the pressure off and just saying you want to get to know her better. You don't mind where you go or what you do, you just want to get to know her. And then you deliver on that by taking the pressure off the situation completely. It doesn't mean that you can't express attraction towards her if you are attracted. It doesn't mean that you can't tease her. It doesn't mean that you can't bring humor into it. It just means that you have to understand where she's coming from and that she doesn't want the pressure. And so once you understand that and you can deliver that and just meet up with her, take it really slowly, express your attraction if you're attracted with no expectation of any reciprocation, and slow it all down, those situations can turn into something substantial. You might see that girl again, you might end up dating her, you might end up in a relationship with her, simply because you understood the context of what she meant, the subtext of her not being ready for a date as taking the pressure off. If you can do that, you're going to have so many more opportunities with this. So I hope that's clear to all you guys. I hope that makes sense. I am going to be releasing more videos like this because there's a lot of specific topics that are coming out that clients want addressing. And for all of you guys that have watched this channel for a while, I'm basically here just trying to make you guys as successful with this as possible. I don't monetize the channel. I don't make any money out of these videos. I just want you to be successful. And so what I'm asking today, man to man, brother to brother, is essentially just interact with this content, right? Because if you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel, I get a massive boost and we can grow this community together and we can both push forwards. Without that, the channel kind of is sucked down. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys just literally just like or comment in the comment section. So what I think you guys should do to actually make this real, because a lot of the times we listen to information, but we never really apply it. We never really absorb what's actually there, right? We never absorb the structure of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to create your own examples of this, right? What would you say? Because I've given you my offer and my delivery. So what would your offer be? How would you subvert it if a girl says she's not ready to date? And the best response in the comment section, I'm going to give a free coaching session to. So comment below, what would be your response, having heard this video, what would be your response if a girl says she's not ready to date? Best comment gets a free coaching session from me. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Sam out.